All right, guys. Got a new series here, man. I don't know how long it will last, but you see the name of it there in the title. You know, what's under the hood. And what I will be doing is utilizing, PS5 gameplay to get into it and kind of discuss, what I really want to find out about this game. Before we get into it, man, of course, I'm going to remind you guys to subscribe, cut on your notification, and hit that like button. So what am I talking about? A lot of you guys may be asking. Listen, you may love Madden, you may hate Madden, you may not be sure about Madden. The game has its flaws just like any other game. But it baffles me when I see things play out almost the way they're supposed to. It makes me wonder what's really under the hood. And that's what I'm going to focus on in this series. I don't know how often I will make these videos, and I will try to showcase plays that are pretty full with, either, good examples or full of bad examples, not the obvious bugs and things like that, stuff that we know is wrong with the game. Bugs is one thing, but fundamentals and how the game is actually operating is really what I'm looking for here. That's the only way I feel like that, I can try to lend my hand to get this game to improve, if it ever will. So I want you to just pay attention to what's going on the field here, all right? There's never going to be perfect zone coverage. I don't even think that exists. I'm actually making this video during halftime of the NFC Championship game, and as you guys would probably see and will probably see in the second half, the secondaries are getting lit up, for the most part. So it's one of those situations, man, where, a game can only replicate it, but so much. And what I really want to see players do on the field is, just show me the attempt. So anyway, let me stop yapping. Here's one thing, man, the trenches, of course, I need to see the trenches be more dynamic, with player interaction, physics, weight and momentum being more of a factor. It's just kind of static right now. We all know that. But let's take a look at what's happening here in the secondary, man, particularly this example here. This is a time when, as you may have seen with the secondary beforehand, you notice how everyone was moving and everybody was reacting. That's what I'm looking for them to do, is react. I think zone coverage and defense in general should be based on head tracking. That should drive the entire defensive interaction, whether you're talking about the secondary or the trenches, where guys are looking to block shed. They should always be tracking the ball or player, so head tracking doesn't always mean just watching the ball. It should also mean watching your player. Look at how he plays this, right? And you can argue whether you like the animation. Of course, you guys know I'm not a big component of the two-man animations. I would like to see this be more one-to-one interaction. And this one looks to be more of a one-to-one interaction. Probably is a little bit of a two-man here, but it allows these players to do separate things. Okay, Rocky Sin is going to go up for the pick. And then, what's his name? Calvin Ridley is going to come through. And, of course, you're going to get some body clipping and stuff there. But, him actually ripping through, ball physics is respected. And it just made me, stop and look at this play and say, okay, why don't we see this type of gameplay all the time? Why don't we see that? Why don't we see more interaction? What's really under the hood? So there you have it, guys. Again, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, cut on your notifications, hit that like button, and stay tuned for more examples. Peace.